Rangers travel to the capital in hunt of their quadruple. Welcome back to Fog Football. Rangers taking on Hibs, Easter Road. Capital punishment, capital delight, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely the highlight of the quarter-final rounds for me. Not that they were all bad, but I think most of them were mismatches. You look at Great Morton Hearts, you look at Aberdeen Kelly, you look at Celtic Livingston, then you look at Rangers Hibs. The biggest mismatch, because Rangers, Philip, come on, big baldy Phil, he's going to lay smackdown to the Spoonburners, ain't he?
Well, Rangers have laid the smackdown in the previous 5 games, winning all 5 of them. Can they make it 6 v 6? Can they make it 6 wins in a row against Hibernian? I'm not quite sure what the all-time record is for Rangers and wins in a row against Hibernian, but you'd have to imagine that it can't be much more than 6.
I'd say it might be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 10 or something.
10 wins in a row?
Aye. Prime Rangers. 9 in a row Rangers. I'm sure they got 10 in a row against Hibs somewhere in there.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, I mean, what I would say is 5, I would say they've done multiple times before. Maybe I'm ripping the arse out of it with 10, but here, I'm expecting them to make it 6. So, if you want to talk about Rangers injury news first, I'll go ahead and lay the smackdown, the lay down with that, because John Sterling, he came off against Benfield. He didn't come off, he was wearing an ice pack after the game, which is a shame because he's a utility man. Jack of all trades, master of none, but I would say he's close to being a master of everything, because John Sterling, apart from goalkeeping, even though he's been untested there, he could probably do anything.
Yeah, he's a good player. You stick him in, when in doubt, just stick in Sterling and Dujon's your man.
You need a player like that, because with Rangers injury troubles at the minute, they're light in a lot of positions. Like McCausland, is he going to start this game? Probably not, due to the horror tackle for Dan Casey. That's sarcasm, by the way. Kamar Roof, he's not going to start this game. Guys made it a Weetabix. Dessers will probably have to start this game.
Imagine if Dan Casey tackled Roof.
He'd been on the roof of fucking Ibrox, man. He'd have been disintegrated.
Hospital roof?
He would have been, but I mean, other news for Rangers, just the normal players that are out. John Lundstrom looked absolutely done after 50 minutes. Done and proper against Benfica. I would play Ryan Jack in this game. At least rotate it a bit. Clement, though, he doesn't like the talk of going for just one competition. He wants all 4, and that's been evident so far, because he's still in them. He's still in Europe.
Well, I tell you what, people laughed at the thought of Rangers getting a treble. I would have to say that Rangers have got to be favourites, not odds-on favourites, but they must be pretty damn close. They're favourites to win the league, and they have to be favourites to win the Scottish Cup.
Yep. What about the Europa League?
Well, no, that's a bit of a stretch, but in terms of winning the treble, I think the treble's 100% on.
Treble is 100% on, and that's pretty much for the Rangers injury news. No new deals apart from Dujon Sterling and his ice pack. It is windy in the Cup. The destination of the Cup could still blow a bunch of different ways, as there's 3 games to go on this Super Sunday and technically a Monday. But yeah, there's loads of places it could go. The wind is blowing. The wind is blowing in the league, but it's still +2. We've got our jackets on. Celtic fans have got taps off. Let's talk about the injury news for Hibs though.
Taps off, Sharks on. Anyway, Nick Montgomery may opt to field an unchanged starting 11 after their 2-0 win against Ross County last time out, as they have no new injury news, which will obviously please Hibernian, because they've been on a decent run of form as of late. The last thing they want to be doing is changing things up. They've won 3 out of their last 5 games, and they are unbeaten in those 5 games. So, I mean, Nick Montgomery's came in, and I wouldn't say he's been bad, but I wouldn't say he's been good either. Are we beginning to see this Hibernian side go in the right direction, or is this just, a series of good results? Because let's remember, it's not that long ago where Hibernian were on a run of 7 games without a win.
Yeah, they were.
It's good that they've got the last 5 games, they've got 3 wins out of 5 unbeaten. That's good. But yeah, like I said, it wasn't that long ago they were 7 games without a win. So yeah, Nick Montgomery, it's been up and down. If he could win today, it would be a massive up. I'm just not really sure that's on the cards. However, Rangers did draw lost against Motherwell, and if they lost against Motherwell, then why can't they lose to Hibernian?
Yeah, they lost
at Easter Road. Hibs on their day can be good. Hibs against Celtic were very good, and they probably should have won that game. So if Hibs turn up and Rangers aren't at their best, I see no reason why Hibs can't cause an upset, but smart money is on Rangers.
Smart money is on Rangers. Yeah, if they lost at home against Motherwell, right, there's no reason why they can't beat Hibs. But then, well, no, lose to Hibs, sorry. But then you spin it the other way. Well, they went to Benfica, probably should have won. So why can't they beat Hibs? But here, that's the magic of the game, right? You can't take on the same team every week, and Hibs will be up for it. I mean, this is Hibs' season, because top 6, right? It's literally 6th. It's not top 6. It's 6th. You're not going to get top 5, which is European spots. So the cup is their season, much like for Aberdeen. It's their season. It could be for Celtic. It's their season. Hearts, well, they've cemented third, so technically it is their season. You could argue that apart from the Old Firm, the rest of the other teams are just going for the cup.
All I would say about Hibs is their next 2 games in the league are against Ross County and Livingston. And if they can get 6 points for them, then who knows, that might catapult them into a position where they can challenge St Mirren and Kilmarnock. It's unlikely, but 2 wins against those sides would give Hibs a fighting chance. I would say out of the teams that are trying to get 6th, Hibs are the only team that can put a run together to catch Kilmarnock and St Mirren. I don't think it'll happen, but I think they're the only team capable of doing that. But let's look at the key numbers and head-to-head in this fixture. So over the last 95 games, Rangers have won 64 of them, Hibernian have won 17 of them, and there have been 14 draws. Based on those numbers, I think that kind of shows that there's not been a massive winning streak here for Rangers. You brought up maybe winning 10 games in a row. I mean, I don't really see that.
Well, it could have happened.
That's almost 2/3 of the games that Rangers have won, so therefore, they likely, based on the average, it kind of goes Rangers win 2, and then the next one they don't win. They win another 2, then the next one's either a loss or a draw. So,
but when's that from? The dawn of time?
The last 95 games.
Well, what before the 95?
Based on that, Rangers have won the last 5. So based on the average, the law of statistics, Rangers are due to not win one of these games soon. They're overdue, in fact, and it could be today. Rangers did win the last game though, 3-0 away at Easter Road, so maybe they can do that again. There has been more than 3 goals scored, 3 or more goals scored in the last 6 occasions as these teams have met as well. So lots of goals in this game. I expect more goals today. I see no reason why we ain't going to see like a 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 thriller of a game. So it's time for the predictions, and I am going to go... I said an upset actually on Friday when we did the SPFL preview show, and I'm going to stick by that. I'm going to go Hibernian 2, Rangers 1. That is my final score. I think Hibs are overdue a win, and it might just come today.
Well, I'm going to go Rangers to win, no surprise there. I think Hibs, of all the teams in the league, are the easiest team for the top 2 to play against. I will go as far as saying that. Even though Celtic have struggled this season against Hibs, and Rangers have kind of blew them away, if we're being truthful, I think Hibs play open, expansive football that just doesn't really work against the top 2. It might work against the lower teams in the league.
Well, it worked the last time they played Celtic.
No, it did. I can't, but that's Celtic pish, though, isn't it, at the end of the day? I think it suits Rangers, right? We've seen Clement, he's beat them 4-0 in his first game, he's beat them 3-0. I think it suits the Old Firm normality when a team actually plays open, expansive football against them.
I respect it, though. I like it.
You respect it. I like it as well, because it normally results in a Rangers win. I'm going to go 2-0. My goal scorers, what did I go with the other day or last night? I think I went with Cyril Dessers. And who will go away? We'll go with Tavernier. Wee penalty, has to be.
Penalty to Rangers.
Penalty to Rangers, guys. We'll be back very soon, though, and until then, peace.